Every movie that is full of action, spy movie, war movie, action movie, has a chase scene. And when tabletop RPGs came out, it is probably one of the hardest things to narrate or have the players do and still keep everyone in the action. Pathfinder 2nd Edition is what we are playing tonight. Pathfinder 2nd Edition has a Gamemastery Guide, and the Outlaws of Alkenstar adventure that we're about to do has used the Gamemastery Guides Chase system in this chapter we're about to play. Probably going to get it wrong, but we're going to give it a shot. Bear with us, and thank you for watching. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of I Have Not Loaded the Game Yet. Pausing, waiting. Don't watch. Nobody look.
Don't look behind the curtain.
Joining us tonight, we have the usual ne'er-do-wells. Absent from our first game, in our Abomination Vaults game, Joe, welcome back. You were playing a certain alchemist that was taken...
Grogtot,
right.
The goblin alchemist.
Yeah. And I wanted to know, can we have a cameo from you in the future? Because they have gone back in with a second party, and one by one, they got one out, re-geared them. They're currently in the middle of busting out two more and are in over their heads. Grogtot was instantly a fan favorite. Would you, could you be coerced by a outcry of not cash, because we don't have that, but, maybe an outcry of fans or just me crying? Please come back to the show.
It's never about want. It's I would love to come back and play Grogtot some more. It's always about timing.
Yes, unfortunately, the skill that you have now, you just can't seem to make the earlier slot.
It is not easy, no.
It's not easy, no. But it's okay. Had to ask for a friend. Grogtot. Yeah. So bringing us back to the main map of the city itself, you guys had defeated not one, two waves on the bridge, and our, I wouldn't say useless, our VIP, the guy we're supposed to protect.
Our
very important prick.
Ha!
Very important person.
Sorry.
Odd bit there. Okay. Racing across the city with VIP in tow and stuck a little ambush action at a bridge. And now going to the mighty book of encounters and, bad shit that's going to happen to you. I predict more things. Explosions, this, that, second wave, you guys got to the bottom. We're saddled by more running and gunning and everything, and then all of a sudden, our VIP, does anybody remember his name?
Vashon.
Gotta be, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Please set all your hero points to 1. If you have 0, we've got enough time. It's time for 1. If you have 2, I'm sorry, it vanishes, and we've reset them all to 1. It is time to, Gattaby wants to keep running. Across the bridge, and he sees more punks that were like, remember when the dwarf got here, he's like, I'm being followed? Right?
Right, right.
He wants to get into the Ferris Quarter and stop at the Yeast of All Brewery. So he wants to make a run for it. Which would, cue our chase. That's not bad. Well, I have music, don't worry. You just can't hear it.
Oh, I figure. But
No, you go. Yours is better.
I'm playing the bard. Ugh.
Get a little G-bike music going.
Oh, yeah. See, and that's what I'm talking about earlier, Troy. I barely heard that, which means audience might miss it.
And I'm playing the bard.
Yeah, he's offended.
Just consider me musical accompaniment.
There you go. So, was that like Mission Meowshin Impossible? Meow, 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 meow.
You get the gut bucket.
Meow, meow. Meow, meow. So it's like, instead of like the fuse hissing, he's just like a big long hiss from the cat. Okay, we're stopping. Never mind. I'm just... So Joe wasn't there when we promised Rollmonger's Light, a brand new serious game in 1 hour to hour 15 minute slots, no longer 90 minutes to play the game serious, not to go on these silly tangents so much. Jokes are good, jokes are jokes, but yours truly is rather bad at tangenting, and I was trying to clean my job up, and I just can't use Joe as a crutch because he was not in on the Friday night decision to do that.
I can tangent with the best of them.
There you go. So guys, you had preparation points from earlier. You remember that? Do we remember?
Yes.
Never really knew how many we got or whatnot, but we have some.
Well,
Got 'em, like all, I think, right? All.
we got all. You guys did. You did well. You guys wanted to. What we got here? Scout the route, right? Getting critical success could get you 2 preparation points. Success got you 1. Failure got you none. I started recording them. And then as you guys were running around, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, right? I think you guys got between 8 and 10. I'm not sure if you got all the way up to 12. That's nice. But it talks about when you guys get going, remember I was just kind of like letting you guys know about the itchy, sticky weeds and everything?
Mm-hmm.
I should have sat down and went, oh, you kind of know this, whatever. But it just seemed more fun to notice, like in the moment, just to kind of like leak GM information. But you'd earned that info, believe it or not. I just forgot to get you to make a nature check or a crafting check to kind of go, oh yeah, okay, But I will tell you this: when you get to the Yeast of All Brewery, okay, all the windows were boarded up from the inside and the doors were locked, and we scouted that, remember? So we're just kind of like, and no one bothered prying their way inside, right? Because you guys footprinted the route to the brewery and then to us. They had all the information, right? The best place to cross the bridge was an old stone bridge called Bottleneck Bridge. Vendors had set up tents, and you guys had scouted it, and there was like a shield marshal checkpoint, cigarette butts kicking around, and we were kind of like, someone's been here, kind of warning us that we'd be. But of course, as soon as you guys got in there, they all go, ha-ha! There wasn't really much prep you could do for that one, but I enjoy the flavor of it, okay? Some of the nearby shops undergoing renovations be perfect hiding spots for an ambush, and we never kind of went for giving them an anonymous tip. And if you did, it's keeping me, like I said, notice there's no third wave or fourth wave, or, you know what I mean? Because that bridge encounter could go on further than it is. Now, story-wise, I'm stepping out of GMing and just to let you experience this, and then when somebody else plays, Outlaws go, well, actually, we had several waves, plus shield marshals of the bridge, blah, 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 right? Because we're doing the rules lawyer thing, and we found a brand new system, the chase points, I want you guys to see the direct math. So kind of a spoiling of like, oh, this might have happened, that should have happened, that you never know. Follow me?
Yep.
And since you guys earned that knowledge, like rehashing it now, it just seems to be lesser evil than me just revealing GM secrets, okay? But Back alleys, side streets provide alternate routes. Noting these give you a +2 bonus on all their checks to overcome obstacles in Event 3, which you guys, I believe, had earned. So, no matter what I ask you to roll, right? You guys can always duck down an alley or try to make that part of the plan unless it's impossible. If you guys can somehow work an alley into your plan, you get a +2 to the roll. Whether it's society, acrobatics, all the skill checks that are about to flood the market, just so you know. Because I will forget this and you guys need to remember this. Because you guys scouted like alternate routes. Okay, so that being said, with the preparation points, you guys had done fairly well. A chase has begun. Racing from Bottleneck Bridge. Okay? You guys come flying down and you're at a 4-way intersection. Left, right, center. It's middle of the early morning, like late in the morning kind of thing, right? You guys went and got him and that type of thing. Like we're somewhere between the 10 and 12. What?
Can you get the city map pulled up, Jeff? Sorry, I only have the bridge. Can you get the city map?
I had it up.
Is it up?
There you
I
go.
lost it. There it is. Thank you.
There you go.
Just for a little visual.
Oh yeah. No, I had plastered that. Sorry, probably lost it when we lost our signal. I'm going to zoom in for the audience. Okay. Note the barrel and bullet saloon where we're trying to get him to. Beside it, the Ferris Quarter here that he wants to stop at. Hotfoot Hippodrome, even though it's a very long tag, is really out to the east over here, so ignore that. There is the Ustrati Heights and Steamhaven where we came from, right? They talk about getting across the river at Bottleneck Bridge, and this is what confuses me, is you don't have to cross the river to get where you want to go.
But didn't we just cross the bridge?
That's what I'm saying. They put it in an encounter that isn't on the map. And this is a lake in the middle. Perhaps we'd cross that. So I'm wondering if that's a typo. Either way, it looks like you guys are well on your way there, for argument's sake, and on the run. Continue to run for it. Okay? So picture you guys all beating it down one side of a street, trying to avoid horses, carts, steam wagons, steam construct people, parades. A section of the city where their wares and their workshop, they're right out on the street making horseshoes. Like, we are in a section of the city that is just packed, not just with commerce, but activity. It's like every day is fair day, okay? There is no quiet street. There are alleys, yay, +2, that, are, but they're, again, full of people, that type of thing, It's like long weekend here in, it's the best way I could describe. You're trying to go on a long weekend and all the traffic and all the malls, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So,
So are we going to put us, say, at the bottom of that bridge going across that lake? And
no, because it's a theater of the mind thing, and you'd be like, we're here. Well, okay, we're there already. Why are you still running encounters? So with the map, just sort of, we're heading from the north to the south, getting into the Ferris Quarter, because this is what I'm saying, is what I've read in the book does not line up with the map. So I think they were just kind of going for a theater of the mind feel. But that's okay. So, with the map in the background, imagine us running. You guys start at the Bottleneck Bridge, okay? And obstacles appear. The powder keg punks that are hot in pursuit will get to the bridge in the third round. Now, I want you, these chase rounds are more like turns, just so you know. Okay? So, round 1 or turn 1, you guys chase after Gatterby. He's like, we got to get going. Off we go. Okay? Now, as you guys are running and hustling, everyone's talking about the route that we wanted to take. Cut to this street, go to that street. I'm pretty sure this street should be lighter. Imagine these are what you guys are yelling at each other as you're all hustling, At a light jog would be the slowest you'd want to move, or you're going to be overtaken by gunmen, and off you go. All right. The bridge itself, okay. As soon as we're off the bridge, you get to that, let's say that 4-way corner, okay? So from the gunfire, it all calms down, right? It's almost like someone rings a bell and everyone just like, okay, gunfire stopped. And a whole bunch of crowd and tide that was held back, it's almost like a crosswalk signal changed, and a whole bunch of people just walk out into the street right in front of us. You need to earn 3 chase points to get past this obstacle. It is a 2nd level obstacle called Bottleneck Bridge. To overcome this, you guys can use acrobatics or athletics to weave or to push through your crowd, or possibly a society check just to go with the flow. What do you guys want to do? Each one of you must make one of these checks. And as soon as you guys get 3 successes, it is assumed that those lagging are helped by the others, so to speak. And, oh, sorry.
I was going to say, I'm going to attempt a society.
Okay. And
It's like me as Pilo, man. I'm just not good at going with the flow of people.
you guys can spend your preparation points to earn these chase points. So what I would suggest you do is you guys all get, the checks made, and if someone's lagging, start burning your prep points so that you guys somebody doesn't fall behind. Make sense?
How many prep points did we have?
You guys had like 12.
Okay.
Assuming there's like, let's say several obstacles, each worth 3 to 6, you'll burn through them before you're halfway through this. If you just kind of go prep points and we just cakewalk it, then something worse could happen. What if I call skills you don't have, right? So
It's probably good to like everyone roll. Oh, we still need 1 point. Let's just shore it up with a prep point.
Okay, so starting with Atticus, tell me how you want to approach situation in a roleplay fashion, and then give you the roll.
As we get close to the crowd, I'm gonna try and like kind of keep Gadaby next to me so I don't lose him in the crowd. But I'm gonna like put my hat down and tuck my tail up under my coat and just kind of like filter through the crowd.
Sorry, I kind of mispronounced something here. Sorry. The prep points don't burn the chase points. The prep points can earn you a step of success while making the check.
Okay.
So let's say it could turn a failure into a success, or a success into a critical success if you want to tag a prep point.
Okay.
Does that make more sense? Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Regardless, that's my attempt to do is I'm going to use society to kind of weave my way through the crowd.
Okay.
Tip my hat down to try and like look like the rest of the folk here.
Yep.
And tuck my tail up under and just kind of like,
yep,
I don't know, move with the flow. Like, I used to be a gun smuggler, so.
Sure. In the middle of the street, although more dangerous, there is sort of that right side of traffic, horses and carts. Not all of it going one direction, but most going one direction up one side, most come the other. Okay, so trying to jog and keep up pace with like tuck into a cart or a horse, that type of thing. Atticus steps into the street and tries to weave with society check of
12.
Okay.
Bad roll.
And fails. He almost gets run over. Would you like to spend one of your 12 prep points that you guys earned to just get on with this? Or, because as you guys fail, then the bad guys start catching. This is what I'm saying. Like, everybody starts
might as well go ahead and spend at least one for now. And I will try not to have to keep using them.
12 becomes 11. That's fine. Next on the line, we have a very insulted bard.
Now, before I go for a check, I want to ask you a question. I have an ability called Inspire Competence.
Yes.
And I'll read it out directly. It says,
Sure.
Your encouragement inspires your allies to succeed at a task. This counts as having taken some sufficient preparatory actions to aid your ally on a skill check of your choice, regardless of the circumstances, up to the GM's discretion.
Mm-hmm.
If you later use the aid reaction, you can roll performance instead of normal skill check, and if you roll a failure, you get a success instead. If you're legendary in performance, you automatically critically succeed.
So it allows you to sub a performance instead of using the skill check itself, or gives them bonuses to their skill check?
When I aid an ability, when I aid an ally, when you later use the aid reaction, you can roll performance instead of normal skill check. So if I'm aiding an ally, so are we able to aid allies in these checks? If so, I'm able to use my inspired competence as I see or as we see necessary. Or whatnot.
I believe there is a way to aid your buddies if they like start failing.
Okay.
Right. So what I would do is like make your own roll to do the thing, right? And like say Atticus hadn't gone with the point, right? When we come back to your turn, since you already succeeded, right? You could just I perform and people, you know what I'm saying?
It's one action. It lasts one round, so I'm not sure how it would really apply out of combat, but in combat, it's not.
This is not a it's not a combat system.
No,
this
it's not a combat.
No.
Ability either. So like I have to.
I know you can.
The check, right?
I have to go back into the actual. I actually have to like look up. Okay, what do you got?
Okay, so chases are a special type of encounter. So as this is an encounter, it would function like a regular encounter would. Right. Even if it's a special type of encounter. Rounds still count as rounds, etc., etc.
Okay, so you couldn't use this in this encounter because it's considered an encounter, not just a regular check roll.
Right.
Okay.
Now,
that's why I wanted clarification. That makes sense.
Okay.
The only real hiccup is do us performing actions as part of our rounds count as regular actions? That's where I'm running into trouble.
Okay.
Like so.
Okay, so no, you don't. It's not like one roll, one action, 3 action economy. Okay.
Right.
In this, you have one round. You do one thing. I make my acrobatics, or in your case, you make your one society. The good news is this particular obstacle in front of you may have less chase points required than we have party members, and as long as a bunch you get going on with it and succeed, the rest kind of follow suit.
Then the question falls though, then if he has to use an action to activate the ability that may last for the whole round, the first hiccup was finding out whether or not it's the round. So if he uses an action to activate his ability, does that mean he doesn't then get a chance to do a roll?
His ability doesn't work in encounters, right?
Yes, that's what we're gonna say, because it's used to aid ally. You can't aid ally really in an encounter, so does I guess you can, but yeah, I will say this is an encounter where I can't use it, so that's fine. I'm good with that roll.
Are you not allowed to do aid another in combat to help a guy buff his AC or to make an attack roll? Do they still have that left over from the last rolls?
Probably can. Maybe you can. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe you couldn't.
So this is the way I'm going to rule it. Okay, Pylo, hold on to your action. If by lucky chance there are 4 party members, if this is a chase 3, then we have a spare party member that could jump up like yourself and just, you know what I mean? They've tackled it, and then you're buffing them. So I would actually hold you to go last, and then as long as we don't need that 4th or 5th chase point, you're free to maybe aid them. I don't know.
I know how many chase points we need, or do you tell us, or we just kind of have to go with it?
You got to kind of go with it.
Okay, so. Okay.
So like I said, the best thing I can do right now is just hold. Okay. Yep. So he blows it, but burns his prep point, and it's like jumping out of the traffic. Fine, there's an alley. Right? Right? I'm not going to make you roll with +2, but, okay. Prep point burn, we're down to 11, and on we go. Okay, who next wants to get going? You guys are all holed up on a corner. Atticus makes the first move into the crowd, right? Pylo's trying to like tune his instrument and his ribcage going, maybe I can help direct these guys from the back, leaving me Andreas and Charwin. What do you guys want to do?
Charwin would use athletics, so he'd lower his shoulder and start running through people and screaming something about, old man, I've got a heart attack. Sorry, bye.
Okay. Athletics.
25.
Pushing through the crowd. Off he goes. He splits the crowd. Oh, he knocked old lady. Oh, wow, he upset a baby pram. Oh my, don't look, guys, don't look. Okay. Andreas, there's a swath behind him, but no. Nope. People are falling in, shaking their fists at him as soon as that opening soon closes with people like, no, not my problem. 3 ways to approach this unless you have something completely different. Weaving around the crowd, footballing your way through athletics, or going with the flow in society.
No, I will be using athletics. I'll be using my shield and my hammer. I'll just slide my hand all the way up to the actual hammerhead and kind of use it to split the crowd and, pardon me, move before I move.
Oh, you make like a wedge.
Coming through. Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going to bang it, get their attention, then they'll move.
No. Just form a wedge and push my way through.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
We're going to call you the cow catcher.
No, but you know what? I like that. And since I don't have...
Can't
tell
get
you-
enough cowbell.
I will give you a +2 because we don't have an alley for you to jump in.
He's creating the alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't just like constantly hand out bonuses because you guys were creative, but because there's this bonus sitting on the side that you can technically use, and instead of me constantly going, oh, there's an alley, there's a manhole, go down it, we'll say that his flavor was the +2, so that's cool. What'd you
I get it. He's the one who sent the bottle caps and got Fallout 4 for just bottle caps. I get it.
That's right, exactly. These are my people.
Rolled a 13 for a 20.
Okay, off he goes. Okay. Pylo, it seems like everyone's doing well enough, and there's enough of a disturbance that if you just want to fall in line behind one of these guys.
Pull the hat down over my face and
Yep.
just...
Yep. 3 chase points burnt, and off we go. We're down 1 prep point, and we move on. The carriage and foot traffic are always busy near this bridge. And the confluence of so many travels makes getting anywhere quickly a challenge. Constantly, you guys are having to stop, pull up short, not get run over. We're trying to make progress. Oh, don't forget the VIP. I'm coming. Follow Skeleman, okay?
Don't lose that lizard. We're not going back for him.
As you guys get through streets, it opens up into more of a busy marketplace. And this gets a little more nasty. The athletics, people are people, push through about the same. Acrobatics, people are going in every direction or standing still. The acrobatics is actually a little bit more difficult. You could possibly use society to gather the crowd's attention, or possibly even intimidation, just to make everybody move. Market stalls line the road as local farmers and crafters sell their wares, some from push carts, others mobile displays. Shoppers frequently and abruptly stop and gossip and haggle. As I stated earlier, what do we do? How about we start with... Sorry, Pylo, do you want to hold back just in case we got to pull that? My thought was, if you go through, right, and you're on the other side, you could maybe pull from the other side, but I guess that's kind of your action, so...
So people are kind of people. It's, you said, kind of crowded area.
It's a marketplace.
Yeah.
They close off downtown Lindsay Street for the farmer's market, and it's just, there's no going through.
Is acrobatics one of the ones we could use?
It is, but because this isn't a moving street, the acrobatics DC is actually the worst DC here. I'm not going to say how high it is, but I will say it's much higher than what you just tried earlier.
And intimidation as well is something I could use.
Yep.
Being a skeleton, I'm rather skinny. I can kind of squeeze into some nice places every once in a while. I think acrobatics is the way I'm going to go. Just kind of squeeze everything together, kind of bring all the bones in, take a deep breath. Not that I have any lungs. And I was going through the crowd, boys. Away I go.
Okay, let's have it.
Did you
Really?
guys see it? You didn't see it, did you?
I don't say it didn't happen. Go again.
20.
Try the double click. I don't know. Try the...
I heard it that time. but
I
didn't see
can hear it going, but it's not...
Last try. Okay.
Take a screenshot. Hold it up to your camera. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
8.
Or 10.
Yeah. So it's like that scene with Paul Rubin in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello. Like, no one's listening to you, dude. Not within 8. They don't care.
Rude.
And if I got if I use one of our prep points again.
Well, like I said, if you guys want to go around the clock and have everyone try, we might get 3 chase points or 4 chase points. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be a dick and say, do you want to burn it? You know, you just don't know what's going on.
I guess right now you would just see me kind of walk into the crowd, then whoop, hop, hop. Well then, little crowded in there, boys. Anything else? Anyone else got any ideas?
He's got
Don't
no
worry.
weight. He's got no weight to him, man. He's getting knocked around like a rag doll.
Don't worry. These are my people. I'm going to start trying to go through the crowd like, Sandy, Jill, how's your ma doing? And, talking to some of the vendors and the other people shopping
Yeah.
with the society.
You know what else you can do? I haven't mentioned deception is also on the board here.
Oh, why would I lie? These are my people.
No, I'm just saying that, it's an option.
So I'm gonna do a society roll to try and forge this river of people, afford this river of people, as they are my people, they're shoppers and merchants, and I do that too.
Okay. And this is society. Okay.
11.
I haven't seen you in ages. Stop to talk. Oh, crap.
God, marbling.
I knew deception was on the block there. I might have taken a different approach at this.
Charwood, what have you got?
If I had known deception was on the block, I might have taken a different approach.
Okay. What is your perception bonus?
Mine?
Yeah, your deception bonus.
+8.
Okay, 8. With the 8, natural 8 you rolled is 16, which is a success. Okay, so he gets battered around like a ping pong, but they kind of batter him forward, and off he goes.
That's good.
He's so deceptive, they don't think he's a real person. They think he's merchandise, and off he goes. How about that?
He got buried in the crowd.
Exactly.
My deception is my one of my highest DCs now.
Okay, there you go.
Went with that.
Charwin, what do you got for us?
I'll probably go with athletics.
He's just...
try to barrel through and be like, "Old man has no money, let me through."
Okay. Depending
I'm
on...
going to get naked.
Ooh, another 25.
he rolls so high, he's like snagging things by accident. So like he comes at the other end, he's got a sombrero on, he's got like a watermelon under one arm, and like he didn't even mean to. It just free swag. Off he goes. Andreas. Enough ruckus has occurred that there's a shift in the crowd, and after 3 successful chase points, you can just kind of follow in the wake if you wish.
I will just follow in the wake.
Okay. I believe what I'm supposed to do is have you guys all try something simultaneously, and then we compare the results and see if you get up to 3, and then, yay, we all did it and somebody didn't, as opposed to someone hanging back going, well, I guess I'll just follow him. Seems to make more sense to me.
Okay, well then, if that's the case, I will yell, "Get out of my way before I rip off my other arm to beat you," and intimidate people out of the way.
Face Bry's wrath.
I want you to take off your arm and just wave it around. That's what I want.
Call him Mrs. Nesbit.
Rolled a 13 for a 17.
Okay. He must be on his way to the Bronze Lady Festival. He must be on his way to the Bronze Lady Festival. They get out of your way. And guess what happens next? You guys run smack dab into the Bronze Lady Festival. Yes.
Dang it.
A parade, a performance, a parade celebrating the goddess of Bry marches through the street. Tons of people are just clogging the edge, causing all traffic to stop dead as a crosswalk of clockworks dance along, playing music. Their inventors waving at the crowd, standing on either side of the street. There is just a ton of synchronized movements, parade performers. But this is a religious parade. You can use religion to just sort of acquiesce yourself seamlessly and blend in with the worshippers. Start banging your face with a tablet and repeat after me. Yes, I'm a domine.
Oh. Her tablets,
all right, fine.
her tablets are made of metal. That's not happening with
All
me.
right, no Python. Also, acrobatics, always good. Engineering lore. You know how a machine moves. It's like stepping in the blind spot behind a mechanical wagon, or you know what I mean? Like I know how this thing moves, how fast it goes. I'll step into its, let it clear a path. So I'm assuming that's why you're using engineering lore. Performance. Pylo. Join in the parade. There are dancers. There are singers. There are flute players. And of course, just society. Everyone's seen a parade since you were little kids. You synchronize your movements with the parade performers, and you guys kind of like, as the parade goes, you're in the crowd doing the cop thing, going, excuse me. It's like you're not moving fast, you're not moving slowly. But if you synchronize your movement with the parade's movement, you could be on the edge of it. Like the guys with the hat collecting, or you know what I'm saying? How do you guys want to go at this? State your intentions before your rolls, and then we'll all have you roll at once. Or do you want to just burn those fantasy football points? Those preparation points.
Preparation H points.
Yes.
I'm gonna do society, but I'm gonna try and like grab a halfling or a gnome and put them on my shoulders and walk like I'm a parent through a crowd or something. No.
Okay.
Kidnapper.
I got plenty more. There's like a brood of them over there.
Now, careful, when they start throwing candy, it may not be candy, might be nuts and bolts.
I don't know. I would suppose the reaction is after you hoist in place said distraction on your head, it goes, kitty! Yay! You know? Kitty man,
Crap,
take
I grabbed
me
someone's
away!
actual child.
Kitty man, take me away!
No, actually, you know what? Specifically, I'm going to look for a gnome because they may find it interesting. Got to ward off the bleaching.
So you have, you know, those cartoons where they always show like the tiny little gnome. He's a cute face, but he's got the New York voice. Like, so you gonna buy me dinner or what? Like, is this a date? Where are we going with this? You know.
Oh God, it's Beetlejuice.
I know, eh? Okay, hold your roll for a second. I'm gonna save Pilo for last. This performance got to be his thing. Let's jump to Andreas. What do you want to do there?
We'll hop in with some of the performers and, try to do the old stomp routine with my shield and hammer here and follow them through using religion.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, so with the worshippers.
Yes.
Not the performers. Okay. Okay. Cool. Charwin.
I am going to go with religion.
Okay.
You know, circuit cards and hydraulics things. Yep. Just spouting off random words about mechanics or something.
lady.
Oh god, that's awesome.
The shiny metal.
I thought he was just gonna try and part the crowd with his heart attack, and that would be worse because everyone would stop the parade to help him. All right. And last but not least, Pilo.
I'm gonna go with the really bad old Disney robot routine. Be like, howdy, partner. And like clockwork robot across the road, just kind of aiming the guns with the finger guns and
Doing the animatronic that with the steady jerk of the hands.
a
And...
couple double finger guns once in a while. You know.
All
just
right.
Performing with the crowd.
So, roll your appropriate check, please. We have a religion, a performance, a this and a that.
Oh, it works with a natural 20 for Charwin.
Everyone's on fire. Drew was on fire in the last game. He was pulling 20s. Yeah.
It's like 3
Yeah, but
20s tonight.
I come up behind him and trip him up with a natural one.
Uh-oh.
I got a 19 total for my society.
And I was a 14 total for performance.
Okay. For where are we here? Performance join the parade 14. You get in there and you're moving too slowly and you're getting buffeted by you just like your routine would work, but the parade's moving too fast, and that is unfortunately a fail. Hold up that thought. Andreas got a
Rolled a 1 for a total of 7.
okay.
But that one.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to you. Charwin's in there doing his thing, okay, and then Atticus.
Got a 19 total.
Okay, you pull it off. You know, this is fun and all, but I see my cousin over there. Just put me down over there, buddy. You know.
There you go, bud.
But you get across, right? Thanks for the lift. It's like helping a little old lady. Hey, there's my people over there. You just set me down on that side. Oh, thanks. I was meaning to get across. Thank you. And call me.
Pocket the card.
He's just like playing with your ears, like they're so silky. He literally has like the little guard gnome hat. You know, it's like call me. And then. A little problem. Andreas was healed, was injured, and was saved by members of a branch church in Korthos, in Absalon, on the island of Korthos. Now he came here, and these are my people, and all of that. And he's been to this church, but he has yet to get into the way that they do a certain service and parade. And with a natural 1, he starts doing last year's dance routine and last year's, you know what I mean? And not only did it not go well and offend the High Lady, you know what I mean? To do it now in front of so many of your religious peers. Dude. I'm just saying, your name's going to come up at the water cooler for like a long time. I wouldn't say not show your face, but, yeah. Youch. So, does anyone want to save? Actually, there's no saving Andreas with a 1. Preparation points? Anyone?
We just need 1 for this. Just curious.
With 2 succeeds and 1 fail, then yeah. I don't know if you guys are just supposed to blindly spend them and try, or if I'm actually supposed to tell you how many it is. But anyway,
I would use 1 to pass for a total of 3.
Yeah. Okay. And 3's enough, because I love alienating Andrew. Like, that was so good, man. Like, they're all doing Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, and he comes out with his Brazilian feathers, like the showgirls. Na 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 na. What?
I imagine it's like he's like just came from another high school, and this is the marching band performance.
Oh yeah,
and
exactly.
He's doing his old.
Yeah, he starts doing the worm in purple and gold, and they're all wearing red and green. He's like, what is this guy doing? Is that a challenge? What's the guy that stole our mascot last year? Oh shit. Na 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 leaving. He lost his orb. Anyway, onward. Road construction. Ripping up a whole bunch of gnomes. Are ripping up, because I'm just not done with this fight. You can't come through here. You can't come through. You gotta go over there. You gotta go over there. What are you looking at, furball? Whole bunch of road construction. Crafting. You would be able to spot where the stacks are, where they're working, where they're not working, despite machinery being everywhere. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? And this is a perfect opportunity for deception, to advise the crew as if you were their supervisor. Athletics, just to jump in line, grab a sandbag, and help move heavy materials. And if you happen to veer off their path and use a back alley for any of these, pull a guy into a back alley and tell him you're a supervisor, take a sandbag through a back alley, or just check the back alley for any crafting materials. I will give you a +2. I'm determined to use the alley.
I'm gonna try and tell the supervisor, oh, I just need to hop over to that alley and grab one of those sacks for you.
There you go. That's all 3. That's brilliant. Lucky for me, the DC's the same no matter which you decide to roll. Pilo.
You said there's some construction going on, or they're digging up a road?
Road construction has brought everything to a halt, and you're in the middle, like, just cannot go through this path normally.
I'm going to kind of dive into the middle of where they're working, and then use my play dead ability to just be a skeleton. And do it
like they've exhumed a body from the road. Oh my god!
Deception check, and it'll scare them, and they all kind of run away, and I just kind of get up and run away from them.
Oh, using deception to clear. Okay, yeah, I like that.
Beats don't fail me now.
I thought he was just hoping to be like picked up by the forklift and like placed somewhere. Oh well, there's a body.
Oh god, it's King Richard III.
I mean, it's not Gotham City. It's not that dark. It's not a mutilated body, but we find bodies here all the time. I mean, that shit happens. All right, Andreas, I like that. And he finally, got to use his staple ability that I know Troy's been itching to use. Andreas.
I will stack 2 or 3 bags high to hide my face as I walk through the crowd here. Try to escape away from the religious opa.
He's still back at the last encounter. Okay. Using deception? Wasn't me. Is that what you want to do?
No, I'm still going to use athletics.
He just runs for it. I will outdistance myself. Serpentine pattern, man. Serpentine. They'll just forget about you. And Charwin.
Yeah, I'll pick up some sandbags. I want to pick up one with like a gnome on it and carry the gnome.
Okay, you swap the sombrero for a hard hat. You put down the watermelon.
He just puts the hard hat on top of the sombrero.
Yeah, okay. I like that. Actually, what skill were you going for?
Athletics.
Okay, yeah. If he's still muscling, then yeah, the swag bag just gets bigger. Why not? I'm liking this.
Like
This is a lot more entertaining than I thought it would be, actually. All right. Roll off, gentlemen.
Woo! 21.
21 is a success.
And for Charwin.
14.
And for Andreas.
Okay. You succeed, Atticus, in convincing him. and he gives you the nod. Like, sure, because he's just too busy to... he gives you, like it's permission and acquiescence, but it's also like, whatever, I'm really busy flagging, and off you go. So you're through with 1 point for us. Pylo, 14 for a deception. Where are we here? Is exactly what you needed. So he's just like, no one's looking and they're digging all this stuff and they call a break or something, or somebody like, I'm trying to, a bunch of people look up at the cat distracting their supervisor, and he just slips in there, whips the cloak off one way, and they all look at the cloak go in the air, and they look back down, there's a body. Can't help but smiling because he's got no lips. He's got that teeth, look it up, and they're all like, yeah. So they all back off.
Mm-hmm.
Then what?
Get up and run away.
He just gets up. The undead. They all start like, they light their shovels and pickaxes. They all have a torch option. They start chasing you.
Yeah, well.
What else we got here? Andreas
stops, looks at the camera. It's a living.
Pretty much.
There you go. Andreas and Charwin both got 10. Fail to move through. Okay, you go muscling in there or whatever, and it's got, you can't be walking here. You can't be walking here. This is always, no, safety first. Safety. They grab you by the thing. They slap a hat. They've slapped the construction hat on you. You get your hat. But unfortunately, fail. And Andreas. Sorry, was it deception or was it athletics as well?
Athletics.
Okay, same thing. Both of you. Stop. Whoa. You get held up.
Hold on, are you union?
Do you guys want to use points?
Yeah.
Because if you guys start stalling, then they'll start catching up. That's the thing, right? Like, you guys have got a nice 3-round lead, dropping us to 8. And the points get burned a little bit more. We're having so much fun. Next. Through the construction, out into another street. And again, something has brought a crowd. The people are thick. You can't quite get through, but it's quiet. There's no noise. There's no... What the hell's going on here? Oh, a showdown in the middle of the street. The air is tense. The people watch. Diplomacy, intimidation to convince the gunslingers to delay their standoff so that you guys can eke through. Stealth, just to avoid notice, don't mind me, tumbleweeds in the back. A reflex save, just to avoid the flying bullets that are about to ensue, and you guys just bolt on through. Please tell me Charwin does that. 18 society to inform the gunslingers on the rules of showdown etiquette, distracting them, and then you bail. What do you do? Two talented gunslingers stare at each other from across the road, both with hands ready to draw fire on the other. Bystanders take cover and stare in tense silence. Any disturbance could set bullets flying, including stepping on the street. What do you do? Let's start with Atticus.
May I propose an alternative skill check?
What's that?
I would like to yell out like, hold on a second, I gotta officially tune up your weapons, and attempt a craft check to tune up both of the gunslingers' weapons and then go across to the other side.
Okay, it would come under intimidation because you're making them do something, and if you stop and actually play with their weapons, you are going to lose time.
Okay, well then...
But I like the flavor. It just rolls into...
Yeah. I'm just going to do stealth then. That's too much extra time to waste and stuff. Okay. I'm not going to mess with it then.
Okay.
So I'm going to just...
Sneak. It's funny because, who notices a cat on the road? But, the guy's a full-grown dude, and he's actually doing the head bobbing forward and the tiptoeing. That's funny. All right. And then there was Pylo. Pylo. Let's pick on Pylo.
What were the options again?
For you?
Or just for whatever.
Diplomacy, intimidation, convincing the gunslingers to delay their standoff. Stealth to avoid notice. Run through the bullet hail with a reflex save. Society to inform the gunslingers on the rules of the showdown. And I would like you to make a willpower save because the urge for you to sit here and perform and make the Da-da-da-da-da, Mexican clackers. All right, da-da-da-da-da, like to get into the mood and hold
good,
up
bad,
here.
and the ugly thing.
Yeah, like to get into this. Very, very difficult for you, sir.
Will save.
Yep. This is a second level
14.
obstacle. I'll set the DC at 12. Okay, very tempting to join the scene, but no. Since you succeeded in my little uncalled for test, I will give you the alley. You spot an alley.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how we're going to use this alley, but I will give you a +2 to your roll, so you succeeded in my bullshit. How do you want to go about this? Diplomacy, intimidation,
The
stealth.
reflex save. Because I know that my little intimidation dance there will probably make them go, what? And start shooting at me. So I'm going to use the reflex save.
Well, if you make the DC of the intimidation, which is quite high, I might add, they won't shoot at you, but they might just kind of do the what and stop. Then you're cross, right?
Yeah, I like the reflex save.
Okay, he just starts bolting across. Okay. Bring us to Charwin.
Oh, I rolled.
That's fine, it's fine. We won't say that out loud just yet.
Okay.
Hi.
Let's start with
Philo's
you.
got the right idea. Just run on through.
Okay,
Old
we-
man, I could die any second.
Okay. Andreas.
Hey, when in Rome, shield on one side, metal hand on the other, and run through.
Okay, I will give
Reflex save.
I will give you a +2 cover bonus for your metal shield as that alley bonus. Okay. We gave Pilo a +2. Let's have the rolls because then we'll get to know the audience gets to know why you're already snickering.
Good.
Okay, with a 23 stealth to sneak. Using the actual gunfire, waiting for them to draw and start lighting each other up. One strafes right, fanning his gun. One strikes left, fanning his gun. They begin to search each other. A hail of bullets ensues. All that noise. Cat just bolts across. No one saw nothing. He just
All
grabs
fours,
it.
by the
He
way.
grabs a tumbleweed and just like roll balls with it, like snowball.
No, see,
Gone.
it's not that I roll it. I like pretend it's a ball of yarn and all fours it.
Just, you don't want to be lame
People
in the
just
street.
think I'm a regular cat.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I'm that good.
He bats it away and then chases it to get across the street after
Yep.
playing with it for a moment. Sure. Getting back to reflex saves. Let's start with the best one. Best reflex save. Where are we looking here?
Andreas.
Andreas. I don't see it though.
So
Oh,
I have
17.
a 20. No, 18 with the +2 is a 20.
I see. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Charwin's. That is a success. Okay. You run across, and I love that plunking noise, like guns on metal. Kapink, 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 right? He's shooting at him. He's fanning at you. Okay. Misses his foe 4 times, and you hear ting, 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 ting on your shield. It's like, what the hell, man? You're going with the guy, and he's going the other way, and it's almost like he's just ting, 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 ting. Big shiny dwarf, I can't resist. But you do get across with a success. Charwin. Okay. 17. You almost make it. And then all of a sudden, one of the bullets, okay, catches Pilo with his reflex of 8 on a natural 1. And Pilo literally gets blown 5 feet sideways and crashes into you, and you guys go stumbling to the ground, and now you're pinned down. We have
My watermelon.
two nice. Oh man, I gave up on the whole. I get this twice tonight. I've been tempted to give out a hero point for comedy, but we stopped doing that. You guys are just too funny. That was really good, dude. Somebody remind me. We're looking for 2-minute clips. There's got to be several of them in here.
If we
God,
ever play the Avatar: The Last Airbender role playing game, you have to play Cabbage Guy. That's who you have to play.
I like how he's like a captain of industry in the core series. They got like a statue of him out front of a huge megacorp. It's like, oh wow.
Cabbage Core.
Yes, it's awesome. Well done. But 2 chase points earned. More to go, and 2 guys flat on their feet. Do you want to burn points?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah.
I tripped you up really bad.
Here's the problem.
I agree.
Okay. 1 for Charwin. 2, because you critically failed, dude. So you got to burn 2 points to get this
Do we
going.
need 4? Or do we
Yes,
need-
you need 4.
Okay.
They get harder. Which brings us down to, you guys have 5 left. That's okay. That's okay. You're doing great. You're doing great. I'm loving this. I'm trying to get all this in one actual episode. By some miraculous token, because one hit the dwarf, the other one shoots him. And he falls over, and when he hits the ground, the gun goes off, and it shoots the other guy in the leg, and they go face down the dirt. One's holding his gut, one's holding his leg. They go quiet, and immediately they're like, "Oh, that's all." Money changes hand, crowd disperses, and you guys are left in an empty street for like that 30 seconds before traffic starts. And you guys just slink away, burning your prep points. Hey, look, there's an alley we can use. Continuing on, carrying up, suddenly realizing that no one has seen Gadaby for 3 encounters. Oh shit. Where the hell's Gadaby? Oh, there he is. He actually got ahead of us. How the hell did that happen? Okay. You come across a structure fire, burning building, and they have water brigades and all this stuff. And there's Gadaby directing them, yelling at them, telling them they're doing it all wrong. Explaining to them how fire works, how fire spreads, how they should start at a different angle of the building, screaming at them. Oh, finally you got caught up. Okay, shall we go? These guys, they're not just not doing it right. Lead on athletics to actually help the fire brigade. Fire, actual fire, blocks your path. Grab a bucket, says Gadaby. Athletics check. Nature engineering lore to give advice, which that's what I'm trying to do. Where likely the fires to spread, and he's pointing engineering lore, to help. Society, just to plot a route around. Okay, fire happens in real life. We pull over side fire engines. We go. Oh, there's an alley. Society check gets you a +2 because there's an alley. Nature and engineering lore is actually a lower DC. Athletics is the highest. I won't say it's not that they all get worse. They've been all over the map, but help with the fire. Athletics, nature engineering, a little easier, and then society was harder, but because of that dang alley, boy, are we so glad we scouted. They're just arrows pointing up alleys. What do you want to do? Let's mix it up. Let's start with Charwin this time. Morning, your watermelon.
Yeah, let's do a nature check.
Okay. Where's your leashy?
He's wrapped around my
Oh, that's why he's just like hanging on for dear life onto your leg. Okay, that's what I forgot.
So what you want to do is just take that water and put it near the bottom, the base, not the top. That's how you put out a fire.
Knowledge nature? Or engineering
nature.
Yep, okay.
Drew, I'm not gonna lie, the way you deliver your lines, I couldn't put my finger where I'm hearing it other than like old crazy toothless prospector, but it's also giving very much like the bad lip readings Yoda.
Both are compliments, Drew, don't worry. Both are compliments.
100%.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Atticus.
I'm gonna use my knowledge of the city, especially since we are deep in the Ferris Quarter now, to navigate my way to because I was framed here, by the way.
There's that alley where I lost my career and lifestyle. Look at that, yeah. Damn
Son
it.
of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna navigate my way using society and my knowledge of the city to an alleyway. And try and drag Gadaby with me.
I can't just have alleys pop up. I would like a willpower from you. We're gonna add.
You said there'd be an alley if we use society.
Yeah, but for you, Atticus, who literally gets this place is part of your backstory. Come on, the parade enticed him. Give me a willpower check. DC 12.
Nope. Not with a
Natural 1-6. Lost in thought. Yes, there's the alley, but you lose your opportunity. You can still make the society check, but that opportunity is lost as you reminisce, and the memories come flooding back into your head like some nasty PSD.
It's my Bruce Wayne moment. I'm just remembering the pearls hitting the ground.
Ah! Nice. Okay, I'll give you a +1. That's not so
With the
bad.
+1, that makes it an 18.
That's okay. You only need 16. You would have got it anyway. You messed with me. Nice.
I just realized I rolled when I wasn't supposed to.
No. That's fine. That's fine. We just kind of rolled with it. Okay, where were we? Charwin, what was that nature? Let's go back and then we'll go forward.
Oh, okay.
And while he's rolling that,
10 for nature.
you're just confusing them and you're burning your own time. Andreas.
We'll grab a bucket and help out.
Athletics, please. Pylo. What does Pylo know? Do you have any of these skills, Pylo?
I have a charming liar ability and whatnot, but they're all for rolls and deception checks and things. So I was
You
going
have
to go
society?
with a check to
Oh yeah, nature, society.
kind of nature to go along with. For fire, man, you got to just look. It's
No,
burning
these
hot.
are. I'm assuming these are trained checks. Like, not you shouldn't. You should roll something you're trained in. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just talking out of your ass.
Yeah, I'm not trained in anything else. Nature's just the highest roll I have.
Okay, society. You don't. You're a bard. You don't train society.
Nope.
Actually, I guess that's kind of your backstory. How you've been out of touch for like how long? 10 years you've been in that pile. So that's
I
cool.
have no idea.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm assuming these are supposed to be trained checks. Though I guess like even athletics is kind of a free check, right? Yeah, I suppose they're kind of be free. I mean, if you're trained, they're just that much higher. So it just talked about like engineering lore. That seems very specific, hence trained in it, right? Anyway, roll away.
Fucked it.
No, it Fantasy Grounds doesn't like you. Heard that noise again, but I don't like you either. It doesn't show us.
Yeah.
Third time's a charm. Andreas, let's have athletics while we're there. It is.
There it is.
20. Well, there you go. That is high enough for my standard.
Pretend to work in there with the guys and be like, "Hey, no, fire on the bottom, keep it down." Keep it
Yeah, I was
down.
gonna say maybe
That
like
stuff burns, man. Trust me, I felt the heat.
cozying up to Charwin's logic, right?
I can just see him like running out in front of the firefighters. If you don't fight the fire, everyone's gonna look like me.
Okay. Your arm gets a little heated, and it's like by the time you get that bucket to right, the bucket's steaming, and you're only throwing like half as much water.
That's fair. Yeah.
With a 12, it's a fail. I'm just trying to be creative. I was like, what? How the hell could your arm get that hot that quick? I don't know. It just happens. It's a fantasy world. It's a
That
fantasy
works.
world. So with 2 successes, how many successes do we have here? Was it 2?
Yeah, I think it's 2.
2 and 2 fails, right?
Atticus.
Time to burn some more points. Or do we fall behind and let those guys get closer to us and just re-roll?
I think we try some rerolls this time around.
Yeah?
That's me. I'm open to suggestions.
I can do a reroll. I mean, I got a 2 on the dice, so
Okay, if I'm a pass, I'll just stay where I am. I think. Or do we have to all re-roll?
What?
no, I think it's just me and Andreas.
Yeah, if you bail, then you kind of like fall behind, which means technically they get closer because you're still... You know what I
Right,
mean?
but the question is, do we all attempt a second set of rolls?
Oh, no. You guys go on without him. He's still
Okay.
stuck in the problem, which means technically the party is split. But the thing is, the furthest behind party member, technically it has the bad guys that much closer. There'll be 2 behind Pylo, 3 behind you guys. Right? Unless I've got this all backward. But it's okay, because we're on the last one. So... we voted for the reroll. Andreas blows it. There are 2 behind. Charwin makes it. Andreas falling behind.
Par for the course.
Burn some
Spin a
points.
point. Spin a point.
Okay.
Or spin points.
4 points.
Cost 4 points.
1. No, I mean we're down to 4 prep points. Out of
Okay.
12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 obstacles. All second level obstacles, and you guys are awarded 80 XP. Though I think we've switched to milestone because the XP wasn't keeping you guys on par with the chapters, so I'm just saying. It's worth experience points, but don't worry about it. And, gentlemen, you seem to be in the clear just down the street. Gadaby says, we are so close to the East of All Brewery. Thank you, gentlemen. I think we're almost there. Why? By saying this out loud, I'm sure I'm not jinxing anything. I'll just say that we'll see you all next time. Who's that coming? What's with the shuttle? Oh.
God, I was worried about an Imperial invasion of this city.